welcome back to my channel. So I am in a new apartment. I'm finally here. I don't have a backdrop anymore. I'm trying to see if I can just do it as it is with this background. I'm going to decorate in the background eventually, but I moved in a week ago, so not decorated yet. When I'm watching videos, I prefer the like relaxed setup just with a normal background rather than a backdrop. So that's what I want to do in this new place. I actually have a desk, so I am sitting up, not sitting on the floor. It is great. Also, if the lighting's a bit off, I apologize. The window that I am filming in front of is a lot smaller than it was at my other place. My other window was like the full length of the wall, so there was tons of natural light coming in where there is a lot less here. So I'm hoping it still turns out alright, but I'm thinking the first thing I'm going to have to upgrade about my whole setup is getting a ring light. So if you haven't seen my Nectar monochromatic look that I uploaded a few weeks ago, Colourpop recently came out with their spring collection and they did it in monochromatic collections. There was like nectar, pink and sand, and I wasn't able to get my hands on them, but I love the idea of it, so I decided to do makeup looks based on those. So I've done nectar and this one is pink, obviously. So I feel like I have rambled a lot right now, so if you'd like to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. So I've already moisturized. I'm just going to prime my face now. I'm going to first go in with my Too Faced Hangover Primer. I usually don't use this if I also use a moisturizer, but it is getting colder now in Australia, so my skin is drying up a little. I have combination skin, but in summer it's more oily and winter it's quite dry, so I'm needing a little more moisture at the moment. And I'm just going into the center of my face using my Maybelline Baby Skin Primer. So the foundation I'm going to be using today is my CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous foundation, and this one is the lighter shade, but it's slightly too dark, so I'm just going to mix it with my Australis Lightning Drops. As usual, I have put way too much of this on the back of my hand. I always hate wasting it, so I try and use more of it, but then my foundation just looks cakey and gross, so I just need to learn to use less. So I'm just concealing under my eyes using my Maybelline Fit Me concealer. This is in the shade Fair. Yeah, Fair. I'm going to bring this onto my eyelids as well to prime them. And I'm also going to use that concealer to spot conceal any blemishes that I have. Now I'm just going to set my face using my Australis Fresh and Flawless powder. I am in the shade Light Beige. Okay, I've just like rearranged how I'm sitting. It's my first time filming in this setup and I'm trying to balance where I should put the mirror behind the camera because I don't have a like reversible like flip screen for my camera, so I have to place it in front of a mirror so I can see if I'm in frame and stuff. So I'm just like rearranging stuff, so if I change positions multiple times in this video, that's why. So next I am taking my Tarte contour palette and I'm going to mix both of the contour shades. And I'm also just going to take the blush in this palette as well. This is such a nice pink blush, and seeing as this look is all pink, it is perfect. And for my highlight today, I am obviously taking the Anastasia Moonchild Glow Kit. I'm using the shade Pink Heart, which is my favorite shade in this palette. I love pink highlighters. This shade is just so pretty. I love it so much. It's pink enough that you can like see the pink, but it's still subtle enough that it is completely wearable for everyday looks. Oh, it's just so pretty. Pink is my favorite color. I really love pink. So for my brows today, I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in the shade Ebony. I won't go too in depth with how I do my brows, but I will leave my brow tutorial linked down below because I'll be doing pretty much the same thing as I always do. And I am just setting my brows with my Anastasia Tinted Brow Gel in the shade Espresso. My brows are like the most Instagram brow today, but I'm okay with that. I like my brows like this. So for my eyes today, I'm going to start off with my Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. I might dip into a couple other palettes for certain shades, but I'm going to see how I go just with this one to start off with. So I'm first starting with the shade Tempera, and I'm just going to set down my lids with this. I did set them down with some powder earlier when I set the rest of my face, but I really like Tempera as a base shade. Just brightens the eyes up a little bit. And next I'm taking the shade Buonfresco, and with a big fluffy brush I'm going to be running this through my crease and winging it out like I always do. I think I'm going to be doing a halo eye, so I'm also going to be making sure I bring it right into this inner corner here, and as well as focus some of the colour on the outer corner here as well. Okay, I'm not going to dip into another palette, but I'm going to take this blush. This is the NYX blush in the shade Dusty Rose, and I'm going to put this in the same area that I just put the shade Buonfresco, just in my crease, and then focusing it on the inner and outer thirds. Next, I'm going back into the Modern Renaissance. I'm just going to dip really lightly into the shade Love Letter. And I'm not really going to be bringing this into the crease, just focusing it on the inner and outer thirds. But still just really lightly because I don't want to add too much pink, too much harsh pink to the lid. I'm just going back into the big fluffy brush that I used with Buonfresco to begin with, and I'm just blending everything in together. So next I'm going to take the shade Vermeer, and I'm going to place this in the center of my lid. This is one of my favorite eyeshadows ever. It is just so pretty. I've just wet my brush with some of my NYX setting spray, just so that this shadow will show up a little more foiled and metallic. And then I'm just going back in with the brush that I used with Love Letter, and I'm just blending that all together so that there's no harsh lines. I am going back into Love Letter and just intensifying those inner and outer thirds a little bit more. So I want it to be the tiniest bit more pink. Actually, I'm just going to intensify the outer third, not the inner third. And then I'm taking Love Letter onto my lower lash line, and this is where I'm going to make it very intense and build the color up until it's like super opaque. I'm going to make sure that this connects up with the shadow that's on my lid so that it's nice and seamless. So the reason I didn't go too heavy with the pink on the lid is because I'm going to go in with some pink winged liner. I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in the shade Catnip. So I've just wiped some on the back of my hand, and I'm just going to use a little liner brush to do this winged liner. So I'm pretty happy with how that turned out, but you can see towards the end, it kind of just blends into the eyeshadow. So I'm just going to go in on the tip there with a bit of my Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in Craft. And I'm just going in with some concealer to clean up this liner. And then I'm just going back into the Moonchild Glow Kit and taking Pink Heart again to highlight my inner corner. Just going to apply some mascara. This is my Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. And then for falsies, I'm just using my Cocoa Lashes in the style Queen Bee. And then I am finishing it off with the lips. This is my Kat Von D liquid lipstick in the shade Lovesick. Alright, so this is the finished look. Pink is my favorite color, so I feel very at home in this makeup. If you enjoyed this video, then please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and let me know down below what you thought. And if you're not subscribed already, then feel free to do that while you're at it. Thank you for watching, guys. I will see you in my next video.